to Hit Sessions, everybody! Of course, I'm Kimmy B from the DJ Laz Morning Show. Did DJ Laz do what DJ Laz does? Right? That is why he is the king of Miami. Now, here's the deal. Laz, I do want to say something real quick. We've got some very, very, very special guests in the building with tonight. Obviously, we can't put on Pit Sessions without amazing fans like you. And we can't do the things that we do without our amazing partners and our clients who are all here tonight to take part in this epic event. So please, to everybody who supports Cox Media Group Miami, Hits 97.3, on the financial tip, to all of you who listen and tune in Monday through Sunday, 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. We say hats off, thank you so much, and I promise you, you will walk out of here tonight saying, God damn, I'm happy I went to Pit Sessions.
You ain't lying. And you know what? Shout out to my boy Angel from Sushi Saki. I appreciate the love, homie. Make sure you check them out. They got restaurants all over South FLA. Great spot. Not only that, we want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for one thing. I took a little break from radio for a minute. Tried the whole LA thing, not for me. But guess what? Love you back. Came back to the MIA, to Fort Lottie-Dottie, and because of you guys, you made the DJ Laz Morning Show the #1 morning show in South FLA.
We're glad to have you home, Bobby, and of course, it wouldn't be Pit Sessions without you, and it wouldn't be Pit Sessions without the ultimate 305 representative from Alapata to Little Havana to worldwide fame and fortune. They call him Mr. 305, they call him Mr. Worldwide, but we call him what? Pitbull! I think we need to chant a little bit. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Oh, they gave you 2 microphones.
I told you this was gonna be like bringing the nephew to the Florida room and having a conversation about things.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Well, first of all, I want to say it's good to be here because, well, for one, it's great to be with my Dade County folks, my Broward County folks, my Palm Beach folks. And last time I was here was 2003, 2004 with Lil Jon getting loose out there, so it's beautiful to be back.
You know, speaking of Lil Jon, where the journey kind of began for you.
Yeah.
Let's take it back, because you obviously represent the 305 much the way Biggie represented for New York, Pac represented for Cali. Talk about your love for Miami and the influence that it has just had on creating the global brand that, of course, has become Pitbull.
Man, let me tell you, being a 305 Dade County boy and being able to represent for all of South Florida up 954, 561, it's a big honor. I love you too, baby. I love you back. Now, what happened, Kimmy, is that nobody respected Miami like that back in the day. So it was always New York boys, or Los Angeles boys, and God bless them, you know, they did their thing. Oh, they continue to do their thing. Oh my God, no way on my But see, if you look at Miami's track record, whether it comes from entertainment or it comes from sports, we always got a chip on the shoulder. We always the underdogs. We're always the one that say they can't, they won't, they never will. And I got that chip on my shoulder. Every day when I wake up in the morning, I go out there and fight for everybody from the crib. Because they don't understand that. So when you look at, I came through Luke And the way Luke fought in the game when he was a part of 2 Live Crew, he went to the Supreme Court and fought for the First Amendment. And that's the reason that anybody's able to rap about what they rap about and able to say what they want to say. A lot of people don't understand that and they don't know our history like that, but we're fighters. When you look at UN back in the day, you know, we ain't call them the U, we call them the Canes. Yeah.
Yes, say it one more time, please. Just one more time.
Yeah, one time for the U, one time for the Canes. But what do? We build teams, we build underdogs, and then we create dynasties. We did the same thing with the Marlins. We came with the Marlins, build them, rebuild them, and win 2 championships.
Yes.
Then we come back with the Heat. Now we rebuilding with the Heat. Now we're going to come back and win more championships. The only one we got to work on is the Dolphins, but we're going to work that out one way or another.
But I will say this, the Dolphins have some of the most star-studded games in the NFL, so we still bring that Miami fire.
But let me tell you, it's a true honor to be around the world representing 305 Dade County because we have taken over.
No, it's definitely a special place, and of course, you know, Laz, you can attest to this. You watched this young man literally grow up, your nephew, as a pioneer in the radio game yourself. I mean, talk about that first experience when he walked in and you met him and you sat down with him and the two of you just, what happened with that? Talk to me about that. And be honest, gentlemen, be honest.
Well, first time I met Laz, they took me to see Laz, and it was Uncle Luke who took me to see Laz. And Luke tells him, I got this little Cuban boy spit fire. I need you to check him out. So, you know, Laz is like, hey, pleasure to meet you. Esto es lo otro, coño, que vuelta, que volá, que voló, you know? Y ya ahí estamos conectados. You know, we already connected at this point. And then Laz tells me, hey, I want to hear what you got going on. Why don't you meet me at this club?
What club was that?
Why don't you meet me at this club and I'll see if I can play one of the records, or at least you can see what's going on. So, you know, at the time I was a little rough around the edges.
A little bit?
Yeah. I used to hang around with an interesting element or crowd of guys from the neighborhood, and I showed up with a goon squad to the club. And Laz said, hey, Papito, come here, let me talk to you right quick. And you can take it from there, man.
Well, the Goon Squad, ladies and gentlemen, consisted of about 27 people.
You gotta have an entourage.
Listen, shows up to the club with everybody. And one thing about Armando that I can tell you, you know for sure, you know that it factor that people have that no matter what, even though they haven't made it yet, there's something about them that when they walk in the room, they command attention. That was this little bastard right here. No matter what, he walked in the room and people said, hey, pero qué es esto? And to take it, Chico, for me, this has been the best ride of my life. I'm gonna tell you why. Because from being in the radio game and playing that first record and watching that first reaction and people saying, yo, who's this kid? What's this record? Oye. Everybody in Miami was like, oye, who's this kid? Who's this kid? Who's this kid? The phone lines went across the board. That was the beginning. And let me tell you something. I've seen people in this business come and go. I've seen people have hit records. I've seen them disappear the next day. But I'm gonna tell you, I've never seen anybody work harder or grind more than this gentleman right here.
Thank you, Laz. I appreciate that.
And to this day, my friend, when I decide to let loose a little bit and jump on the road with you, and to see what this has turned into, Papa, you make me a very proud uncle, just so you know.
Yes. Now.
Well, it's a true honor for Laz to say that, because Laz has seen it all, and I've learned a whole lot from him. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much, dog. I owe a lot of my career to DJ Laz. I'm just letting y'all know that. I owe it to Laz, I owe it to Uncle Luke, I owe it to the Diaz brothers, I owe it to Lil Jon. These are all folks that believed in what we have going on before anybody did. So I want to say thank you in front of everybody in the career tonight.
Yes. Don't cry. I see a tear coming, Laz. I see it. It's okay. We have a towel here for you. It's all right.
What?
Don't play tough. He's the biggest teddy bear you'll ever meet in your life. Now, you speak of all these people, the Lil Jons, the Uncle Lukes. I want to know, when did Armando know that it was real? Like, what was that first, oh, damn, moment when it just clicked and you knew that you had taken it from the strip club tour scene to the arena level? Because let's be real, if you know where Pitbull started, he was rocking cornrows and white tees from the bodega on the corner. And now he's one of the flyest, cleanest entertainers, period. And that goes for actors, rappers, singers. But I want to know, when was that first, like, mama, we made it moment?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't ever feel like we made it or make it. To me, I go back, wake up in the morning, it's a fight every day. And a good friend of ours, Renee Garcia, tells us, hey, you gotta act like the roof is caving in every day. Go out there, hustle, grind, work hard. Because complacency is the cousin of death, and we ain't here to get comfortable. But yes, I started performing in strip clubs.
Sorry.
The first strip club I performed at was called Club VIP off of Northwest 79th Street and 7th Ave, Liberty City.
Yeah.
And now it's great to see what's, one-time BTs, one-time Playmate, Scarlett, Rolex, Coco's, Tootsies.
Any more you want to name?
Take One, Foxy Lady.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pink Pony. But I think when Lil Jon took me on the road and I was touring with Eminem, 50 Cent, and John would bring me on stage. It was an anger management tour. And I started looking around at what was going on, and backstage you had 50 Cent like doing weights, but he had like 8 bodyguards. No bullshit, this is real. Then Eminem would be like in the corner, no la la nadie. I was like, is this what this becomes? I never wanted to become that. Lil Jon had a speaker in the back getting loose, 808, bass, everybody going crazy. And I was like, this is what the ride is about. It's about having fun. So when I was there with John and I felt like I was still in the neighborhood having a great time and it could have been a booty shaking party at any time, I said, this is what it's about right here. It's about a journey. It's about having fun. Forget about the money. Yeah. The money, the only thing that it brings is a bunch of sharks and a bunch of people you don't need in your life. When they say money is the root of all evil, they are telling you the truth. All right? For me, it's about a journey. It's about, like Laz say, getting loose. And believe me and Laz done got loose plenty of nights. I don't remember them, but it was off the chain, though.
All right, well, we're going to let Lulu and Lala get loose out there in the audience.
Right here. No, Lulu goes first because she's the older one. But Lala's L.A. Shouldn't we alphabetize this? No. Right over here.
Lulu.
Right here.
Go for it.
Okay, hola, papito. I have Alaska over here, and she wants to know if you're the jealous type.
Hell no. Sharing is caring, especially with Sharon and Karen.
Oh, Laz definitely has rubbed off on you, my friend. Yes, he has. Lala, I know you got one too, baby.
I'm with Amalia, and she wants to know if you could have a love scene in a movie, with what actress or singer would you want to do it with?
Please clarify some things for us right now.
It can't be one. It's got to be like a couple at the same time.
I knew that was coming.
So if you have like Sofia Vergara over here, Jennifer Lopez right here, and just to throw off a little balance, we can put in like a Scarlett Johansson because she got nice lips. And then the killer would be, I'm gonna tell you, who? DB? No, Halle Berry ought to change. Yeah, she could definitely join. No, but I like Catherine Zeta-Jones. Oh, you?
They're saying Kimmy.
Kimmy was out with us last night.
Lies. They tell lies. I have to get up too early in the morning. Okay, so there you go. Did you get your answer? It wouldn't be just one.
Yes, it would be a whole bunch.
Nah.
The man means, never mind. I'm going to keep it moving on that note. I'm going to keep it moving. Now, I love to hear you. I got the opportunity to check you out live in concert at the AAA. And you always shout out all of your high schools. And there's a very long list of them, Pitt. A very, very long list.
The high school, I went to a lot of schools. I was touring since I was in kindergarten, folks. I went to a lot of schools. But the high schools, definitely one time, Coral Park, South Miami, Coral Gables, South Ridge. and for all the neighborhoods out there, we could take it from La Sahuesera. We could take it from South Miami Heights. You could take it to Hialeah, Wynwood, Opalaca, Carol City, La Pequeña Habana. It's been a blessing to be able to live in all kind of neighborhoods in Miami, from the good ones, the bad ones, to the worst ones. And it's taught me how to deal with the whole world.
That was exactly what I was going to ask. Is that what's helped you become that chameleon in terms of being able to fit in and cross over?
It taught me how to adapt to any environment. You know, no matter where you're from. And what's crazy is traveling the world, as different as you think we may be, we're very similar. You know, there's a lot of things that different cultures do, and you go, wow, you eat this? We eat that. Only thing we call it arroz y frijoles. You guys call it sabe Dios. I don't know, imagínate. But it's very interesting to be able to travel the world and have the mentality from a Miami boy that's been raised in a melting pot. It's definitely been a blessing.
Yeah, I mean, I had a feeling in Miami, that is something that makes Miami so special. There's a little bit of everything here and a little bit of everybody. And if you can make it work here, I swear you can make it work anywhere.
Listen, our hustle here is run circles around everybody else. It's the truth. The hustle.
Because we're underdogs.
Now,
that's why you got the big apple and we're the pineapple.
Yes. Well, it's okay. So you said the pineapple, right?
Yeah.
You.
¿A ti te gusta la piña?
What? Somebody needs to translate right now, because if you listen to the DJ
I asked you if you like pineapple.
Show, you know what? Look, Rick Ross. We're not talking about that right now. You? Okay, so we dropped the pineapple on New Year's Eve because you now have your own freaking New Year's Eve live televised show.
Thank God for that.
Talk about an evolution, right? I mean, Laz, you've been here for the musical evolution, but you've become a true entertainer across the board.
Definitely a blessing. Thank God for that. And to be able to make Miami one of the meccas for New Year's Eve around the world, I'm going to tell you the way I looked at it is, who wants to be in New York freezing for 14 hours? You got to wear diapers because you can't go to the bathroom. No, it's real talk.
No, you do, in Times Square.
Yeah, then you got to thaw out to be able to put your hands in the air and even try to. So I said, what better than to bring it to the crib and show the whole world how we get down, how we have fun, how we get off the chain. And it's funny because we were having such a good time last year that we forgot the countdown. It was off by like a minute.
No. Hey, we knew that was going to happen. That's Cuban time.
Yeah, it's Cuban times.
There you go, right? It'll be the next year when we're ready for it to be. So were you nervous, though, for that?
Oh, absolutely.
Live TV, millions and millions.
Always nervous. Hey, when you get on stage, you know, anybody that tells you that they're not nervous is bullshit. It's like someone that tells you that has fought their whole life and never been beat up. That means you never fought nobody before.
Boom.
True. You know, so anytime you get on stage, you feel that, but at the minute that the crowd gives it to you, ya se va todo. You know, you don't feel it no more. But yeah, you always get nervous.
Now, before we touch on the music, because I do want to talk about some of your new songs. Lulu Lala.
Kimmy B.
Hold on, we're going with Lala first. This time, you.
Thank you.
Lala, go first.
I got Miriam next to me, and she wants to know, Pitbull, you've traveled the world, you met many celebrities, but what's that one star that you still haven't met?
Yeah, what one celebrity that I haven't met?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are there any left?
Está riquísima. Besito. Look, the one person that I really didn't get a chance to meet, I got to see her live, and she meant so much to me, us, and our culture, was Celia Cruz, La Reina. Azúcar y que paz descanse.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, she's definitely amazing. The energy that she brought is definitely something that we apply to our career.
For sure. Lulu,
right here. Okay, Amanda wants to know, because you are Mr. Worldwide, besides Miami, what other city is your favorite?
What other cities are my favorite?
Yes.
Look,
Better say New York.
Okay, where do I like to get? I like to get loose in the middle of the ocean on international waters because whatever happened there never happened.
No cell phone service.
No cell phones, no pictures, no videos. Imagínate eso, se puede volver loco de verdad y formar locura. I love that. So one of my favorite spots would be the Exumas.
For sure.
In the Exumas we get loose, but around the world you have beautiful women in. Hey.
You made a song about it.
I mean, you have Brazil, you have Dominican Republic, you have. I can't wait to go to Cuba because when I go to Cuba I ain't coming back. Voy para allá a embarazar todo el mundo. Fíjate eso.
I take it that's the next vacation, gentlemen. Now, Laz.
You got to get your Spanish up, man.
I do. This is horrible. I work with him and he teaches me only things I can't say.
Do not.
And the Hialeah song.
Yeah,
he has taught me the Hialeah song.
He's giving you only the bad words.
All of them.
But
and then
they're
he gets
good.
mad at me when I almost say them on the radio. He's like, you can't say that. I'm like, why did you teach me? Now, Laz, I'm going to let you take over with the music thing because, like I said, you've been here for the whole journey. You know everybody he's worked with. You guys chop it up about the music and, you know, take it all the way up to globalization and satellite and all of that.
Well, and before, since we're not going to be speaking that much no more, you look absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Oh, well, gracias, Papi. I appreciate
The hair
that.
looks great. I don't know if the Dominicans did it. I don't know who did it, but they did a great job, let me tell you.
She's actually Puerto Rican, but I think
Bueno,
a
ya tú
Dominican.
sabes. One time for Orihuas out there.
Hey, you know what's funny? When it comes to the music, you can't go, you know, like I said, I'm blessed. I get to travel. I go sometimes with Chico. If not, I'm doing DJ gigs. You can't go anywhere in the world and not hear a Pitbull record. You can't. Everywhere you go, Pit is playing. Besides, how does that make you feel? People, you know, when we first started back in the day with the M.I.A.M.I. album.
Money is a major issue.
That's right. You started with, you know, the Damn It Mans of the world, which, by the way,
Town up,
one of my all-time favorite Pitbull songs, because even if we weren't this close, I would still be a fan without a doubt. 305 anthem. When you listen to see what it's
I know a lot of people had to bond out of Dade County Jail over that song right there.
So to make records like that, to now making records for the world, because that's exactly what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You said something to somebody, and it had something to do with, why am I gonna make records for the block? I make records to get off the block.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you run into old neighborhood guys and they'll run in there like, hey man, we want that old Pit. I'm like, all right, well go buy the old Pit. Or they'll tell me like, man, you selling out. I say, yeah, we selling out arenas and stadiums.
Boom!
You know, they'll say, why don't you do music for the street no more? I say, I made music to get out the street, not to stay in the street. You know, so when a lot of folks come up to me and then you gotta love the old neighborhood guys who usually the quiet ones did make money, but they were on the low. Those are the guys that come up and congratulate and say, hey man, I love to see you mature. I love to see you grow. I love to see the evolution. You keep it up, man. You keep working hard, and last thing you want to do is be around here hanging out with these knuckleheads right here. You keep moving forward, Pit. Those are the guys that you know really understand. So if I don't show growth, if I were up here talking to you guys right now and I was still hanging out in Wynwood, which ain't the same Wynwood, by the way, even they grew now.
Yeah, they did.
Wynwood's like the design district, it's the art capital of the world now, so it goes to show you growth. When I was there, it was like the heroin capital of the world.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
Manteca City, pero unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand when I say pasos cortos, vista larga.
Translate.
Short steps, long vision. And that's what it's all about, to be able to put your city on your back. And I owe that to a lot of people. I go back, I say, Luke, I got to say one time for the mayor, Trick Daddy. I got to say one time for the boss, Rick Ross. Look at Flow Rider. Flow Riders all around the world too. Trina, the baddest. These are all people that paved the way for someone such as myself to come in and do what we're doing right now. So it's definitely a blessing. And for those that understand, Thank you so much for the support for so many years. Appreciate the love. And for those that don't understand, ponte las pilas. That means get it together.
Hey, do you remember, before we jump into, you know, because I know you're ready for Pit to jump out here and do a little something, something. I remember me and you were taking a flight, and you played for me just the track with the hook for Give Me Everything.
Yes, sir.
You remember that?
Yes.
It was me and you. You're like, yo, oye, siéntate aquí un momentico and take a listen to this and let me know what you think. His lyrics weren't even on it yet. It was just the track and Neo's singing. I don't even know if it was Neo at that time. So, he plays this record for me. And within the first 15 seconds of this song, I got goosebumps. And I looked at him and I go, Chico, this is gonna be your first #1 song. I bet my career on it.
He did. And the crazy thing about Give Me Everything is the little part, the breakdown with the girls on it, that was supposed to be Shakira. So it was gonna be me, Shakira. We hadn't had Neo on the record yet. So when I got Neo and they sent me over the hook that Neo knocked out, you had to see me in the house. I kept running up and down the hallways, you know, going, oh shit, we got one, right? So when that happened, Shakira got knocked up, she gets pregnant. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, well, congratulations, felicidad para la colombiana, pero coño.
Yeah, bad time.
He's still the Pitbull from
Pero lo que está para ti, yeah, lo que está para ti nadie te lo quita. That means whatever's for you, no one's gonna take it from you, right? And sure enough, we did a record, and anything that you hear on that record when I say, hey, take advantage of the night, because tomorrow I'm off to Dubai to perform for a princess, that's exactly what happened. Anything you're hearing on that record, anything that you hear now, and anything you hear old school Pit, is because I'm only painting you my life. I'm only painting you what I see. That's what I'm putting together. So if you hear me on records now talking about nothing about the world, why? Because that's all I see now. I only see the world now. I don't know what they do on the block no more. I don't know what the new slang is. I don't know what the cars are. I don't know. And to be honest with you, not for nothing, no me importa. Okay? I wish I could bring them all with me, to be honest with you. Pero no existe. That doesn't exist. So the dude Give Me Everything and last say, oh, this is going to be your first #1. Not only was it our first #1, gracias a Dios, thank God for that. It was our first #1 around the world.